Okay, sit down for this one because I swear it's about to get absolutely insane. So there's this woman, and no, she's not just some behind-the-scenes surrogate for Harry and Meghan. She's not calling herself a helper or a donor or just the vessel. Nope, she's boldly saying that she is the biological mother of Archie and Lilibet. Yes, you heard that right. Her eggs, her body, her births, full stop.
To be in the line of succession, they have to be born by Meghan Markle. It has to be Prince Harry's child. They can't use a surrogate. And so people are saying, we deserve to know if these children are in the line of succession.
And it's not just some wild internet theory or random TikTok speculation, guys. She's got receipts. Like, we're talking hospital paperwork, NDAs with actual signatures, financial transactions, and specific names. The only thing she's keeping under wraps right now, her full identity. She's going by DL for now. But if even half of what she's saying is true, oh honey, this might be the biggest royal scandal of all time.
So are you saying that he's 2 weeks older? And so I thought maybe that would allow time to wean the baby away from a birth mother if a surrogate was used. It would make sense, but instead of lying to the world, why not just say, we want a baby, we're having a baby, and we're using a surrogate?
Because this isn't just about Meghan and Harry fibbing on social media. This has huge implications. Like, we're talking about the structure of the British monarchy. If Meghan didn't actually give birth to Archie and Lilibet, and it wasn't properly disclosed, that's a massive deal. We're talking royal titles, succession rights, lineage, all the stuff the royals guard like the freaking crown jewels. They don't just care about bloodlines for fun. It's literally the core of their entire system. So if DL can actually prove that she, not Meghan, gave birth to those kids, that's not just a scandal, that's a disaster.
Prince Harry actually writes about the stance in Spare, but I don't think he ever addresses the rumors of whether Archie and Lily were born, came from Meghan Markle's womb.
Now, here's where it gets really heartbreaking and honestly kind of rage-inducing. DL says she was promised two things, privacy and a big fat check. I mean, that's standard in these kinds of hush-hush surrogate arrangements, right? But she claims she got neither. She says Harry and Meghan ghosted her completely, and worse, they erased her from the story, like she never existed. She played by the rules, went along with the plan, stayed quiet, and then silence. No acknowledgement. No thank you. Just delete it. And now she's done. She's done being silent. She's coming for the truth with all the fire. She says she's got NDAs from late 2018, hospital admission records from Colorado of all places, and digital trails tying her directly to Harry and Meghan's inner circle. She's not bluffing. And when those documents drop, y'all, the game changes. As the speculation becomes hard reality, people in the palace are panicking right now. And I don't mean mildly concerned. I mean full-on scrambling. Why? Because those old rumors about fake baby bumps and weird pregnancy footage, they're back. And now, with receipts potentially incoming, folks are watching those videos in slow-mo. Remember those clips where Meghan's bump looked like it folded when she bent down? People brushed it off as a bad camera angle, but now those same clips are going viral again, and this time no one's laughing. Let's not forget how bizarre things felt when Archie was born. No hospital, photo op, weirdly timed announcements, the secrecy. At the time, everyone thought Meghan just wanted privacy, but what if it wasn't privacy? What if it was a cover-up? And not for safety, for image. And now comes the big twist, the one that flips the whole Harry narrative upside down. For years, he's been the poor, traumatized prince escaping royal life to protect his family. But what if he wasn't just an innocent bystander? What if he was in on it? Because the truth is, royal lineage isn't some cute historical quirk. It's not symbolic, it's everything. It's the reason the monarchy even exists. People bow to bloodlines. They fund palaces because of heritage. If that's exposed as fake, game over. Now get this. Some UK political voices are already whispering about Parliament possibly getting involved. That's how serious this is. Legal minds are saying this may force a full-scale review of how the monarchy handles succession in the age of IVF, fertility clinics, and surrogacy. The media is going wild. Every day there's a new headline, a new leak, a new twist. Old interviews are being rewatched frame by frame. Meghan's famous Oprah moment, sitting hand in hand with Harry, tears in her eyes, talking about motherhood. People are rewatching it now and going, wait, was that real? Or was that part of the script? Hollywood's turning cold. Producers, agents, even charities that once proudly stood by the Sussex, they're distancing. The same machine that helped elevate them, it's now quietly sharpening its knives. And Meghan and Harry's friends? Some of them are straight up scared. Because if this blows wide open who knew what and when, who helped cover it up, who was complicit, this isn't just about one couple's choices anymore. This could become a full-blown legal liability for everyone involved. Okay, so let's talk about the human side of this, because wow, it's unraveling in real time. Prince Harry, the once beloved rebel royal, he's not looking like the rogue hero anymore. Not even close. Those images of him smiling and rubbing Meghan's belly, those moments we thought were sweet and sincere, people are starting to see them as staged, carefully crafted scenes for the cameras, and now Harry is being painted in two possible lights. And neither is flattering. Either he was fully in on it, helping construct the lie brick by brick, or he was so completely manipulated by Meghan that he didn't even realize the extent of the deception. Either way, not a good look. Gone is the cheeky, relatable prince who just wanted to protect his family. Now, he's being seen as unstable, angry, spiraling. Friends close to him say he's paranoid, he's not sleeping, he's snapping at people, he's obsessing over media headlines. It's like the fairy tale he tried to build is cracking, and he knows it. And Meghan has gone full ghost. For someone who's built an entire identity around voice, image, and visibility, she's completely vanished. No Instagram drops, no staged pap walks, no quotes from sources close to the Duchess, nothing. People aren't buying the silence anymore. It doesn't feel controlled. It doesn't feel smart. It feels like hiding. Sources say she's laying low, either out of fear of legal exposure or trying to regroup and plot her next move. But the problem is, silence creates a vacuum. And in that vacuum, everyone is talking, and they're not being kind. Public trust is dissolving. The younger, progressive audience that once adored them, gone. The narrative of the empowered Duchess and the protective prince is collapsing fast. And Hollywood is done. Studios that were once begging to work with the Sussexes are now backing away. Slowly, producers, agents, charities, activists, everyone who once stood on stage and praised them, crickets. Even worse, there's a new fear emerging that anyone connected to Meghan and Harry could get pulled into the mess. Think about it. If they lied about the pregnancies and dragged other people into the cover-up, that's legal exposure. That's reputational suicide. And at the very heart of all this chaos is DL. She started as a nameless, faceless figure, a whisper in the background of a royal fairy tale. But now she's stepping forward. She's not hiding. And whether people believe her or not, they can't ignore her. Some are calling her a clout chaser, others a hero. But here's what she says she wanted: to be respected, compensated, and left alone. That's it. She followed the deal. She trusted them. And instead of being treated like a human being, she was wiped away like she didn't matter. And that silence, that betrayal, that erasure, that's what pushed her to speak out. And now, she might have triggered the most explosive reckoning the British monarchy has faced in over a century. This isn't just a scandal about birth certificates or media control. This is about power, it's about image, it's about how far people, even royals, will go to protect the illusion. And whether DL's evidence holds up in court or not, it doesn't even matter anymore because the damage, it's already done. The cracks in the Sussex fairy tale are there and they're not going away. People are demanding answers. The media is relentless, Parliament is on alert, and the palace, both in the UK and across the Atlantic, is watching the clock. Tick-tock. Time's running out. And when the truth finally explodes, it won't just be Meghan and Harry's reputations on the line. It'll be the very institution they tried so hard to escape and somehow ended up dragging down with them. So now the world's watching. And honestly, no one knows where this thing is going next. What started as whispers, just French chatter on forums and late-night gossip threads, is now headline news. It's on the front pages, the TV panels, the podcast circuits. People are obsessed. Because whether DL is 100% right or not, the cracks in the fairy tale, they're undeniable now. You've got Meghan, the woman who told us she was silenced, who claimed she wasn't protected, now being accused of building an entire lie. Critics are saying she didn't just manipulate the media, she manipulated a nation. She positioned herself as the victim of palace cruelty, of racism, of royal protocol. But now the narrative's flipping. They're saying, what if Meghan was never the one being silenced? What if she was the one doing the silencing? And Harry, poor sweet Harry, the prince who walked away from the palace to protect his wife and children, people are wondering if he walked away for something else entirely. Maybe not to protect, but to hide. The public is pissed. People feel lied to, betrayed, and the one thing Meghan and Harry always counted on, the support of the young, diverse, woke, global audience, is slipping away fast. And DL? She's no longer just the alleged surrogate. She's becoming a voice, a face, and honestly, to some, a symbol. Not just of betrayal, but of being discarded after being used. She went from total anonymity to becoming one of the most talked about women in the world. And depending on how this shakes out legally, she may become a name history remembers forever, because the consequences of this aren't just emotional, they're constitutional. Let's be real. This isn't just messy celebrity drama. This touches the core of the British monarchy. If it turns out Meghan didn't give birth to Archie and Lilibet and no legal documentation was filed properly, if DL's claims hold up, then we're not just talking about gossip. We're talking about succession, lineage, the future of the crown. Royal titles could be stripped. The children could lose their place in the royal line. Parliament might be forced to step in. Legal frameworks could change. And more than anything, the already wobbly foundation of the modern monarchy could take a hit it won't recover from. The question people are asking now, how do you come back from this? If everything people believed about Meghan, about Harry, about the babies, the legacy, the truth, if all of that was built on a lie, how does the monarchy ever regain that trust? How did Meghan and Harry ever step in front of a camera again without being shredded? Can you imagine Meghan doing another interview, another documentary, another podcast episode? The public's already side-eyeing every word she's said. That Oprah sit-down, that teary-eyed, I just wanted my child to be safe moment, people are watching that clip now asking, did she even give birth to that child she wanted protected? Hollywood's turning its back. The palace is buttoned up. The lawyers are circling like hawks. And all the while, Meghan's silent, Harry's unraveling, DL is waiting with documents, and the world is bracing for impact. Because the truth? Whether DL's story is verified in court or not, the spell is broken, the curtain's been pulled back, and what we're seeing now is a royal couple who built their legacy on authenticity and may have been hiding the biggest secret of all. And honestly, no matter what happens next, the damage is already done. The monarchy, it's not just facing a PR nightmare, it's staring down an identity crisis. The people are watching, the press is watching, Parliament is watching, the crown itself is watching and waiting. Because the question isn't if the truth will come out anymore, it's when. And when it does, nothing. Not Harry, not Meghan, not the crown, not the kids, not even DL will ever be the same again.